everyone, and welcome back to Leslie's Baking Basics. Today is a special day. 1 year ago today, I started my YouTube channel, and I'm so excited to say that I've had lots of comments and subscriptions from you out there. Also, my Instagram page and my Facebook page, where a lot of you have followed me. Today in this episode, we're going to be making zucchini bread, so I hope that you have some extra zucchini in your garden. And I'm going to be doing a giveaway. I'm going to be doing a 4-piece spatula set. So if you comment on my Instagram page or on my Facebook page, I will be picking a random person and I will be mailing them that giveaway. So, from my kitchen to yours, let's get baking. Hi, here we are in the garden again. I'm going to go down here and I'm going to pick the zucchini. It's going to be a freshly one. There you see. And we're using this zucchini in my zucchini bread. This is going to be about 2.5 cups, and that's the right amount. So this is a good size zucchini to use. So let's go to the kitchen and start baking. Hi, here we are in the kitchen. Today I'm going to start using the wet ingredients to make our zucchini bread. And so I have 3 eggs here in the bowl. A viewer suggested I do something, which was a really good suggestion from the viewer, that I crack the eggs in the bowl first in case there's an eggshell. That's a good thing, so we're going to try that. We're going to crack 3 eggs in the bowl, and then we're going to put that into our large bowl. Leslie's Baking Basics. Now we're going to slightly beat this and add it to the bowl. I'm using a large fork today. Okay. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to be grating our zucchini. So here we have our zucchini that you saw me earlier pick fresh. We're going to be taking off the top. Make sure it's washed. We're going to be using the cheese grater. Now it has different sides. I'm going to be using the large grater, and I'm going to be grating it onto a plate, and we're going to be measuring out packed 2 cups into our measuring cup. Now when I do this, I like to be sure and get the outside, which is a lot of the skin. So this is what I got so far. It looks real good. If you have a large zucchini in your garden, I suggest that you cut it in half and cut the seeds and the core out, because the larger the zucchinis are, they tend to get hard. This one has some small seeds that you can't really see. So I'm going to measure how much I've done so far. That looks like a good 2 cups. Nope, a little bit more. And we want it to be packed in. Let's see how much that is. That looks about right. There you go. There's our 2 cups. So that's about how much is left. How much is left of the zucchini. You can either fry that up or do something else with it, but that worked out good of that size. Now we're going to put that into the bowl. Next we'll have 1 cup of oil. We have our liquid measuring cup, so you can use any kind of oil you want. I use canola. we'll do 1 cup. We'll add that to the bowl. All right, then next on the recipe calls for 2 teaspoons vanilla. Here's our vanilla, here's our cap, 2 teaspoons. People ask me if you could use yellow zucchini with this, and you can. The banana bread will just have a little bit of a yellow tinge to it, but that's okay. It's probably really good to use the yellow zucchini squash. Now for the last of the ingredients we're going to put into the bowl is going to be sugar, and that's going to be 2 cups. What do you want me to do? Add more?
Sure.
Now we'll take our fork and stir that up. This is a really basic recipe. It goes very fast. That's exactly what it's supposed to look like. I'm not going to over stir it. Zucchini is made up a lot of water, so we're not going to be adding a lot of liquid ingredients. Now we'll go on to the dry. Okay, so we're going to be adding 3 more ingredients, the baking powder, the baking soda, and the cinnamon first, and stir that in. So those are going to be getting our teaspoons out. They're all going to be teaspoons. Here's our teaspoon on our measuring cup. First thing is 1 teaspoon baking soda. And the next thing will be 2 teaspoons of baking powder. I use this kind. Make sure your baking powder is not expired or it won't raise. And I always use the lip inside there to measure off the top. 1 and 2. And then the last of that is going to be cinnamon, pure cinnamon, 3 teaspoons. One, 2, and 3. Now for our final ingredient, we're going to be using all-purpose white flour and 3 cups of that. So let's aerate our flour with our spoon. And then use our dry measuring cups. I have a 2 cup and I have a 1 cup. Please comment below on my YouTube video and on my Instagram post and on also Facebook, because I will be doing a random drawing for my 1st year anniversary, and I will be giving a giveaway, so that would be exciting. And I hope you make a comment on what you like and maybe a recipe you have tried. That's my dog in the background and my cat. Yeah, the cats and dogs have fun when I bake too. All right, be sure and I'm going to be measuring this off a little bit, but it's not ready yet. We need a little more flour. Looks good. Add that to the bowl. And then the 1 cup. And here's our one. Okay, that was easy peasy. Now we just stir and we're gonna be putting it in our loaf pan. I have preheated my oven to 350 degrees and we are gonna be baking this loaf of zucchini bread for 1 hour. Now let's take our fork and stir. If you make this while it's raining, be sure and check the humidity because you might need some more flour. It's summertime and dry here, so I don't need to add any, but if it's raining when you make that or in the middle of winter, you might need to add more flour. Now I'll take my spatula and get the sides. That looks real good. You can see the zucchini pieces in there. If you'd like to try a variation, you can add a half a cup of chocolate chips or a half a cup of walnuts to this recipe and make it chocolate chip zucchini bread. So that's good too. But this looks done. And now we'll get our loaf pan. Here we have our loaf pan and it's the standard size. And I am going to spray it with some nonstick coating. You can use butter, and then I'm going to flour it so that the zucchini bread won't stick. You take it, tap around, be sure and get the sides and the bottom. And any excess you can throw away. Okay, our loaf pan's ready. Let's pour in our batter. Now we'll clean off the sides of our pan, prevent it from sticking, and tap it down. All right, now we're going to put it in the oven for 1 hour. At 30 minutes, we're going to cover it with a piece of foil to prevent it from burning, and then we will see how it turns out. So let's put it in the oven. Hi, it's the half point now of the bread, so I'm going to be taking my foil here. I'm going to be putting it inside on the top of the bread loaf so that the top doesn't burn. I'll show you how to do that right in here. Just take your foil and put it right on the top there so the heat doesn't get into it and burn the top, and we're going to put it for another 30 minutes. I smell the zucchini bread. I just took it out of the oven. Let's do the toothpick test to see if it's done. Clean as a whistle. Okay, it's done. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a knife and go around the edges, let it cool for 5 minutes, take it out, place it on a board, and then let that cool for 30 minutes. And I will be back then to see you cut it and do the taste tests. Be right back. Well, that was it for this episode, number 7, Basic Zucchini Bread. Now for the taste test. Put a little butter on it. See, it's moist inside. You can see the green. That is the zucchini. Let's try it. It's still warm. It's good. Now, the top is a little bit crusty. But it came out really well, as you can see here from the pan. It didn't stick at all. It's good. And this is really good to freeze when you let it cool. It'll last quite a long time in the freezer, or you can freeze the zucchini itself. Thanks again for tuning in to Leslie's Baking Basics and Season 3, Episode 7 with zucchini bread. The giveaway, like I said, will be a random one that will be comments from the Instagram and Facebook pages. I hope you like the bread and make it. And from my kitchen to yours, after my first anniversary to the next video, I make it, you bake it.